with a little bit of the all over colour stick, and what we're going to do, this one is medium, is just take, it's very, very soft and creamy, so what I'm going to do is take some of this with a foundation brush and begin to apply that to areas that need it. And just here, because I've got a bit of redness and a bit of uneven skin tone. I'm not going to apply it to the whole face. I think this is just great for quick touch-ups where you need them. And I have redness on the cheeks here. And the rest of the skin is pretty good. Just on the cheeks, really. I want this to be quite light. So I've just taken a really small amount, very sparingly, and just place that in the areas where I think it's needed. And it's just like any sort of concealer, you need to get an exact match. Not necessarily something lighter, it doesn't always have to be like that. There we are. Now before setting that with a bit of powder, I'm going to add a little bit of colour and shimmer to the cheeks. So I'm going to use one of these, which is the e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. And there are 4 or 5 different colours of this as well, and it's called Citrus. If I swatch a bit on the back of my hand, you'll be able to see it's a lovely sort of peachy pink colour. Very different, because normally I use pink lemonade. And I'm just going to run that across the very top of the cheekbones and just blot it in. And there you can see I've got quite a nice shimmer going on here, just to the top of the cheekbones. So this look is really good for if you're going on holiday to a hot country and you want something that's just not going to budge through the day, but is nice and light, and not going to just melt off your face like some makeup can. Now next we're going to work on the eyes. I have one of the Duo eyeshadow creams, and this one is in Blueberry, and it's lovely. It's sort of a sky grey blue and a gorgeous midnight blue. And we're going to use both of those. So I'm taking a synthetic liner brush, and I'm going to take the lighter of the 2 colours and place that over the eyelid. Now you can do this with your finger. I'm going to use my finger after I've placed it on the lid, just so I'm not getting it back in the pot, because I might use this on someone else. So there, I've got a lovely, lovely layer over the eyes. Now this is supposed to be crease resistant. It will only be crease resistant if you just put a really, really thin layer on. Really thin. So I've kind of blobbed it on there. And I'm going to take my fingers and I'm just going to gently smudge that out. And it turns a sort of silvery blue. I really like it. Very nice. So, there we are. It's really, really thin, but it's given us a beautiful shimmer over the eyelid. And now I'm going to take the dark blue side, and with the liner brush, I'm actually going to line the tops and the bottoms, just using it as a liner. Now you could use a liquid liner as well, and I really like the contrast and the fact that it's a lovely blue one, but I do have a liquid liner here which is dark blue, and it is the e.l.f. waterproof one. But I'm thinking of, say we're on holiday and we've got minimal products with us. I'm trying to use them in as many different ways as possible. So I've just given myself a lovely line here. You can flick it out if you want to give yourself a lovely line. I'm going to do both sides. I've kept it quite thin, but it really is up to you, and it depends on where you're going and what you're doing, really, on how you would like that. But this liner brush is lovely. It's really good for just getting a nice, smooth, even line. And I'm going to take it under the eye as well. So, it's difficult to do this, so I'm going to have to squint a bit so you can see too. Just taking a little bit under, just like that, on the liner brush, joining it up like this. It's actually easier to do it when I'm looking into the camera. There. And I'm going to give that a really nice smudge. And I'm going to use my finger to do this. Just sort of look up so you can get underneath. Give it a really nice smudge. So, now that's the day eye look, but what I'm going to do next is take a little bit more of that dark blue on the liner brush and pop it into our crease. Just dot it in like this. Just splotch it in like this. It doesn't have to be neat. You can see I'm just feathering it a bit. Because I'm going to use my fingers. I just want to get the colour on, really. And then I'm just going to take my little finger and gently blend it. And you can intensify the colour a bit more if you want to, just by adding more and blending more, but keep it nice and thin and light. You could even put an eyeshadow over the top if you were so inclined. But you know, I kind of want a nice no fuss look. Now we're just going to set all of that makeup with a bit of clarifying pressed powder. This is tone number 1, but there are several tones. Take a little bit, this is a tip about pressed powder. So you've picked up a bit of pressed powder. Basically then flick it and you see a whole cloud of it comes away, but then you still have some left, and that's all you need. We're just going to press that over the eye. And this is going to set the makeup, and it's toned it down slightly as well. Again, just take a little bit off and press it over the makeup, just like this. And now we're going to do the rest of the face. So same principle, just going to press over the face and really dab it in. No swiping, just sort of dabbing, because that really sets the makeup. And go under the eye to make sure we set that eyeliner as well. So this is a really, really simple look. I'm actually going to the theatre this evening, and it's the kind of theatre that doesn't have air conditioning. So it's going to be roasting. Now I'm just going to line my lips. I'm using bark. The secret to these lip pencils is to warm them up. I mean, the secret to any pencil, really. And then it will go nice and smooth. There. So this is a moisture care lip colour, and it's also in bark, so it matches. And I'm just going to take a little lip brush, apply it to my lips, and it's a very, very natural shade. A very cool pink, very neutral, and just blend it in. And keep this with you so you can reapply it. There we go. First I'm going to clamp my lashes. So this is a nice easy one to use actually. It's nice and sort of spongy. And a good clamp. Maybe 10 seconds or so. And do the other side. There we go. Now we're going to pop on some waterproof mascara. Great stuff. And you get a really nice brush with this. And look at the curl on that. That's wonderful. And just stroke it through nice and quick. And I sort of wiggle, but get it through nice and quick. And really just build up the colour on your lashes. Still looking quite fresh and smoky and defined, so all good. That's the test. 6 hours later. See you soon. Bye.